Welcome to cardio level 1. We're going to do 7 exercises and we're going to do 45 seconds on of the exercise and 15 seconds rest. You're going to need a mat and a chair for this circuit. I'm going to demonstrate each exercise, but follow along as I do it. The first exercise we're going to do is forward punches without a weight. So stand with your feet hip width apart and bend your arms up. We're going to have a slight bend in your knees and we're going to punch forward with one arm, so straightening it out away from you and then bending it all the way back in. You're going to alternate arms. All right, let's go 45 seconds. So you're going to keep punching nice and strong, straighten the arms out and then bending them all the way back in. You can get your body moving if that feels good for you. And go at a pace where it's challenging, but you still feel good. Make sure you keep remembering to breathe. We're nearly there. Keep going. Going a little bit faster if that feels good for you for the last 5. Good job. Okay, now we're resting for 15 seconds. I'm going to show you the next exercise, which is squats. So standing with your feet hip width apart, you're going to start your squat by bending through the hips. You can have your hands in any position that feels good for you, squatting all the way back down and then standing up nice and tall. Your aim is to get your bottom in line with your knees. And make sure that your knees aren't caving in. They're staying out, tracking over your second and third toes. Again, make sure you keep breathing and go at your own pace. Challenge yourself if you feel like you can. And then we're resting. Our next exercise is going to be side stepping. So you're going to stand with your feet hip width apart and have a slight bend in your knees, hinging your hips forward so your back is still nice and straight. We're going to step out to the side. And then back the other way. Keep your hips low. And go as fast as you feel able. Picking up the pace if you can. You're over halfway there. Nearly there, keep going. And resting. Our next exercise is going to be knee to elbow. So I'll show you while we're resting. You're going to bring one knee up towards your opposite elbow, just like this. And then bring it all the way back down and then go onto your opposite side. And let's go. Make sure you keep breathing through this exercise. Twisting through the body to get the knee to the elbow. Picking up the pace if you feel comfortable too. You're nearly there. Keep pushing. And resting. A couple more exercises to go. Our next exercise is going to be an upper body exercise, so it's upward punches. So we're going to bring our arms up towards our shoulders, so bending through the elbows. And then you're going to straighten one arm up towards the ceiling and then bend it back down. We're going to alternate arms. Let's go. Make sure you keep your shoulder down and your arms are shooting straight up towards the ceiling. Picking up the pace if you feel able to. If there's any discomfort in your shoulders, then just go back to punching forwards. But if not, we're going to keep going with the upward punches. Keep going. You're nearly there, over halfway. And resting. Good job. Okay, 15 seconds rest. Next exercise we're going to do is sit to stand, so you're going to need your chair. So we're going to sit in our chair, and you can cross your arms over your chest if you can, or otherwise you can hold the armrest of the chair. You're going to lean forward and stand up, and then sit all the way back down. All right, let's go, 45 seconds. So we're standing up and sitting down as fast as you can. Remember to hold on to the armrest if you need. Leaning all the way forward and pushing through the floor to stand up nice and tall, and then sitting back down. Doing so well. Keep going, keep pushing. Over halfway now. Go a little bit faster if you can for the last few. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Okay, we're resting now. Okay, so this is our last 15-second break. Our last exercise for this round is bridging. So you're going to need a mat or a comfortable floor. So you're going to lay down on your mat with your feet hip width apart and your heels close to your bottom, arms down by your side. Squeeze your glute muscles and lift your hips all the way up to the ceiling and then lower back down. 45 seconds, let's go. Squeezing the glutes at the top, coming up into your highest bridge and then all the way back down. Gently pressing your hands in the floor as you lift yourself up. Keep going, you're doing so well. We're nearly done with the first round. All right, last 15 seconds to go. Squeezing, picking up the pace if you can for the last few seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Now we're going to do that whole thing 2 more times. Okay, 15 seconds break, and then we're going to start our second round. So remembering our first exercise is our forward punches. So getting ready and going. 45 seconds on. Now that you know the exercises, you can go a little bit faster if that feels good for you. Getting the body involved. Good job. Keep punching nice and strong away from you, straightening your arms, then bending all the way back in. Keep your shoulders down and a slight bend in your knees. You're nearly there. Keep pushing, getting that heart rate up. Last few to go. And resting. Good job. Our next exercise, remembering, is the squat. Okay, getting yourself ready, and we're gonna go. Alrighty, bending through the hips and coming all the way back up. Squatting down and coming all the way straight up. Again, going as fast as you feel able to. Making sure those knees are tracking over your second and third toes. and not caving in. Come down as far or as shallow as feels good for you. You're nearly there. Over halfway now. Keep pushing. Last few seconds. And resting. Good job. Our next exercise is the side stepping. So slight bend in the knees, hinging through the hips, and we're ready to go. Stepping out to the side, back to the middle and over to the other side. Bending through the hips as much as you feel able to, and picking up the pace. If you need a rest at any time, you can have a little bit more of a rest if you need. But you're nearly there. Last few to go. And resting. Our next exercise is the knee to elbow. So standing hip width apart, and we're gonna start in 2 seconds and go. Knee to opposite elbow. Really bringing that knee in, twisting through the body slightly. And again, picking up the pace if you feel able. Doing so well. Keep breathing. Few more seconds to go. You can do it. And resting. Good job. Okay, 15 seconds break. We're going to get our chair for the next exercise, the sit to stand. Okay, taking a seat. And we're ready to go in 2 seconds and going. Standing up and sitting all the way back down. Arms across the chest or holding onto the chair if you need for support. And you're going as fast as you can. Standing up nice and tall at the top and then sitting all the way back down. Make sure you lean forward as you stand up and breathing out. Keep going, you're nearly there. Last few seconds and resting. Good work. Okay, 15 seconds break, and now the next exercise is your bridge, so the last exercise of round 2. So we're laying down on our mat, feet close towards the bottom, and go. Squeezing the bottom at the top, coming all the way up into your bridge, and then relaxing down. Gently squeezing those arms into the floor to help lift you up. Make sure you keep your knees apart so they're not caving in towards each other. All right, keep going, picking up the pace if you can, going a little bit quicker for the last exercise of round 2. Almost there, keep going. Last few seconds. And resting, good job. Okay, 15 seconds, then into round 3. Okay, third and final round. We've got our 15-second break and then we're on to our forward punches. So get your feet ready, hip width apart, bending your arms up, and going. So punching forward. Remember, it's the last time you have to do this exercise, so go as quickly as you can. Keeping those shoulders down. And getting the body moving as you're moving your arms. Slight bend in the knees. Keep going, you're nearly there. Last few seconds to go. Get out all your frustrations for the last 5 seconds. And resting, good work. On to our next exercise, which is the squat. All right, rolling out the shoulders, getting ready in a few seconds' time to start your squat and go. Good work. Going as fast as you can, bending and straightening, and only bend down as far as you can. If you need, you can hold on to something. Nearly there. Few more to go. And resting, good job. All right, 15 seconds, then we're on to our side steps. So get ready, bending through the knees, having a sip of water if you need. We're ready to go. Stepping to the side. Make sure your toes are still facing forward. You're working the outside of your hips here and getting your heart rate up. Keep going. Going as fast as you can. Remembering you can rest at any time, but we're nearly done with this exercise in a few more seconds. And resting, good work. So our next exercise is the knee to elbow. So get yourself ready, have a sip of water if you need, and let's go. Knee to elbow. Squeezing through the body to get that knee to the elbow. And picking up the pace as you feel as you can. Doing so well. Last few exercises of round 3. Okay, coming up to the final few seconds. Go as fast as you can. And resting. Okay, our next exercise is the upward punches. So feet hip width apart, bending through the arms, and getting ready to go. Punch up and down. Good work. Make sure that arm comes all the way up to the ceiling, and then back down to the shoulder. Alternating your arms and keeping the shoulders down. If you get any shoulder pain, then make sure that you skip the exercise or you do your forward punches instead. Okay, keep going. Punching through the ceiling. Working those shoulder muscles. Last few seconds to go. And resting. Good job. So our next exercise is our sit to stand. Okay, you ready to go? Let's go. Standing up and sitting all the way back down. Leaning all the way forward and breathing out as you stand up, and then breathe in as you sit down. Good job, going as fast as you can here. You're nearly done. Keep pushing. Last few seconds to go. And that's it. Okay, we're on to our last exercise, which is our bridging. So laying on our mat, okay, ready to go. Squeezing the glutes, bringing the hips all the way up and down. Last exercise of round 3. You can do it. Push those arms through the floor to help lift your bottom up and squeezing your bottom muscles at the top. You're nearly there. Keep squeezing, you're nearly there. Last few to go. And relax. Congratulations, you're all done. Have a drink of water and relax.